Welcome to my channel. My name is Shannon, and tonight I want to make a very, very delicious, a very quick, and a very easy meal for my family. I'm making chicken teriyaki and some vegetable fried rice. It just is what it is. I took a dog to the vet today. I did some shopping. I did some gardening. It's warm outside, which I love. I'm not complaining at all. It's actually hot. It's 86. I love it. I played in the pool a little bit. There's my Lilu. Anyway, let me turn you around and I'll show you the ingredients. Okay. So here I have 4 diced up chicken breasts. They're about bite size. And this is what I use for the teriyaki. And I love this stuff. I get it at Walmart. It's delicious. You have to shake it up really good because there's sesame seeds at the top. I don't know if you can see that. But it's so delicious. We're going to cook that up. For the fried rice, whenever I make rice in my big rice steamer or rice cooker, it's always more than what my family can eat. So I put the leftovers in a Ziploc bag and I put it in the freezer. After I've done that 3 times or so, I have a bag of rice. And I let it thaw, and it makes perfect fried rice. And that way I don't waste any rice. I used to throw away that little bit of extra rice. Now I save it and freeze it and then accumulate it, and it's wonderful. This is what I'm going to use for the vegetable part. It's just the mixed vegetables from the Great Value brand from Walmart. It's carrots, green beans, corn, and peas. And I'm just going to cook that up in my little, microwave cooker thing. It's from Pampered Chef. It's the small one. If they still have 2 sizes, I don't know. It's been a long time. So we got some soy sauce, some vegetables, some garlic, salt, butter. I have a couple eggs I'm going to scramble. I'll probably use garlic. Oh, let me get the garlic. Let's come over here and get the garlic right there. Some garlic, and a little garlic salt. I'll probably use some onion powder and some garlic powder. I think that's everything. Let's cook. So I got my eggs cracked and I'm fixing to scramble those up. Go ahead and get the skillet hot. I'm going to use this skillet right here. I have the vegetables in my little steamer basket, or steamer or microwave cooker, whatever it's called. And put the lid on it. Put some water in there. I covered it with water. Stick it in the microwave. A little bit of butter left in this, just a little bit. That will be enough for the eggs. Get this going. And while we're at it, I'm still learning what setting to put these on. Let me go ahead and get my rice going too. This cooktop is induction, and it is wonderful, magical. Okay, I'm gonna scramble up these eggs. Guess we're also gonna need a little kosher salt for the eggs. A little pepper. Up, and then we'll set them aside until we need them for the rice. Turn that up one more. And then for the rice, I'm going to use a vegetable oil, a little butter, I took this butter out earlier. liquid soften up just a smidge. Okay. I like this induction cooktop because it reacts quickly. I swear my old cooktop, when you turned it off, is when it really got hot. It was a little goofy. So, okay, so in here we've got, it's a generous amount of butter. The vegetables are done. Generous amount of butter and olive oil, because it's a lot of, okay, oops, it's a lot of rice. Turn that off. These are definitely done. Okay, we'll move that to the back. Off of the burner, or on it. The burner's not on. It's a cold burner. And we'll start. Now this rice is still just a wee bit frozen in the middle, but that's fine. It will defrost and cook up, and it'll be just fine. And make sure my vegetables are hot. Give them a little stir, a little taste. I think we'll go a little warmer. Just barely, not frozen anymore, just barely. I'll put them in there for a smidge longer. I'm gonna work on seasoning the rice now. I'm gonna add a little garlic salt. I add a little bit more butter. And I'm going to mix that in, and then I'm going to add some garlic powder and some onion powder, and I'm going to give that a stir. I had planned when I started making this video to not have to do a voiceover, but my second half of the video there was no sound, so here I am doing a voiceover. So I got those all mixed in, and now I'm going to add a good spoonful of garlic, the prepared minced garlic that you get in the store because I'm lazy. And now my vegetables are all cooked up. And one of the things I really like about this particular microwave cooker is there's holes in it. There's big holes on one side, small holes on the other side. And I'm going to use a little bit of that cooking liquid, maybe 2 tablespoons, to just give the rice a little steam so we can get it cooked up. And here I'm adding some regular soy sauce, and then I decide I'm gonna need a low sodium soy sauce as well. So I really enjoy mixing the two. So here I am, I went and got that out of my pantry. I'm gonna put a little bit of that in there. And then we're going to mix that all in, and it's coming along. If I could multitask, which I cannot, I could be cooking the chicken at the same time, and this meal could come together even faster. There I just added in, I drained those vegetables, and I added them into the pan and stirred them up, and now I'm going to put in the scrambled eggs. Yeah, I'm a terrible multitasker. So here we are mixing those eggs all in. And then I'm going to put a lid on it and switch it over to a smaller burner. I don't know, you can't even tell that there's little crosses or squares or X's, like X marks the spot, on this cooktop. And so I'm moving it over to a different burner. And I'm putting a lid on it just to keep it warm so I can work on my chicken. So now I'm adding some olive oil to the pan, and I'm getting it hot. And I'm going to add a little bit of butter to the pan. I really enjoy my butter and olive oil. It's yummy. So we're going to get that good and hot. I'm going to stir it up. And then we're going to get it good and hot. And here you see I'm putting in my 4 diced chicken breasts. I had diced these earlier in the day and put them in a bowl and put some plastic wrap on it and stuck it in the fridge. And there was their juice or whatever. So I didn't want all that juice going into the pan. So they've been cooking for, I don't know, maybe a minute maybe 2 minutes. And I come to flip them. But look at that color. They just cooked up so wonderfully. So they're basically done now. I think they need a little bit longer. So I'm going to put my teriyaki sauce. Well, first I'm going to cut one of the pieces in half just to check for doneness. And they could go a little bit longer. But now is the perfect time to go ahead and add the teriyaki sauce so they can kind of simmer together. And that's exactly what I did. I put about half of that bottle in the pan. Well, I didn't get it in the shot, but you really have to mix that stuff up good because there's sesame seeds in it and they float to the top. So you don't want, you really got to mix it up well. So I put a lid on it and I let it simmer, and while it was simmering, I cleaned up the rest of the dishes. So maybe 5 minutes it simmered for, and here it's all done. And I'm going to stir the chicken all up, and I'm going to stir the rice up one more time. It's been on a burner keeping warm. And that's really all there is to this. It took maybe 25-30 minutes total. I hope you enjoy it. See you next time. Bye.